Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here, playing some more Warhammer combat cards. Playing this Tyranid vs Space Marine campaign, we have 400 points, everything's at max level. And this Apocalypse campaign is really true to its name because it is extremely difficult, so much so that I'm pretty sure the majority of players will not be able to complete it. In fact, I got a strike on level 2 against Captain Acheron, who's running a bunch of legendaries, including the Astraeus, a Lord of War, which is extremely difficult to get by if you don't have the right cards. So I've been running the Tervigon. The infinite Termagants really come in handy against these overpowered Space Marines. I think the traits really are important, especially defensive traits. So we've got like the Exocrine with Shield, we've got the Maliceptor, Psionic Blast and Shield. We also got Fear and Psionic Blast with the Neuro Tyrant, Fear and Barrage with the Screamer Killer. And this one is not so good, but just for lack of a better card. We got the Psychophage with Berserk and Barrage. The Abominant with Berserk and Deathblow, and then the Broodlord and Death Leaper with a really powerful Furious Charge. Everything in here except for the Exocrine and the Tervigon itself have dual traits, and many of them are good at taking down the multiple shields that you'll be facing from these Space Marines. So if we go to the deck editor, we still have 20 points remaining, but there just wasn't any better option in my collection anyway. And, I have paid for some of these Tyranid cards, so anyone who hasn't spent money on the game will have much fewer options, I think, to choose from. But anyway, at long last, we are at the final level. This is level 20 in the campaign. I did actually get 3 strikes, and I had to pay 50 plasma to reset my strikes. So yeah, it's that difficult. But let's go ahead and deploy, and we'll see what the final boss here is. Okay, and unsurprisingly, it is Guilliman himself. I think maybe we might have faced him once earlier in the campaign, but he's only running 8 bodyguards, it looks like. I think the most bodyguards I faced in this campaign was like 12 or 13. It was pretty ridiculous. Let's go with, we'll throw down the Screamer Killer. There is a little bit of luck involved, I think, with the Tervigon. You could go several turns without even without the Termagant showing up in your hand, which can be a little problematic. They have Tigurius over here with the Warp Surge. I'm thinking maybe we'll go with the ranged attacks, and yeah, we'll see if the Exocrine can hold its own there. The Brutalis Dreadnought, though, is going to be dealing a lot of extra damage to any big game, so I think we want to drop the Termagant over in this lane. Which means the Screamer Killer is going to be taking 2 punches from that dude over there. Guilliman, increasing the attack stats of all of his cards by 25%, so that's quite a bit of damage. I was kind of hoping to deploy a Psyker here, especially something with Psionic Blast to start working down the shields on Tigurius, but we'll see what happens here. I think, on our turn we can safely go for a ranged attack. Unfortunately, that Exocrine is it's going to run out of shields real fast against Tigurius. It's only going to be able to block one more Psychic attack before those shields are gone. So, reasonable amount of damage there. Termagant, of course, goes down. We can redeploy or shift the Exocrine over. So as you can see here, the Termagant is now gone. It's not showing up, so I think we'll go with the Neurotyrant and see what they choose to do here in response. So yeah, this thing is pretty good to put across from like big game hunters. It's not going to be taking extra damage, although that's still quite a bit of damage from that Brutalis Dreadnought. 122, and the last shield on the Exocrine gets knocked out. Let's see, Tigurius has 2 shields remaining, so he can still block some damage there. I think we want to go probably Psychic here. I'm thinking, because yeah, the ranged isn't actually going to do a huge amount. So yeah, we'll go with the Psychic attack. Which means the Exocrine is going to be taking 113 damage. And we'll see what they go for. They're going a Psychic as well, and they are charging up a really big ranged attack, as you can see, so at some point, that's going to be causing me some pain, I think. Well, they're deploy, and it's our turn. Marnius Calgar are coming to the field, so yeah, that's going to hurt. It's going to do a lot of damage there. The Psionic Blast will knock out the last shield, if that's, so 86 damage. He does survive there. Let's see, Marnius Calgar, he can deal 58, exactly enough to take out the Psychophage if we go for a ranged attack, which I actually think I will go for the ranged attack here. Just to get the damage in from the Exocrine before it dies. So, Neurotyrant goes down. And let's see, what do we want to put across from Marnius Calgar? Okay, so there's the Astraeus, yeah. Should have known that would be coming out here, and it's getting buffed, well, debuffed by the fear, but I think, yeah, we'll drop a Termagant across from that. Knock out one of the shields, at least. Marnius Calgar doesn't have enough firepower. Oh, actually, hold up, they have the 140% boosted range attack, so he, in fact, does have enough to take down the Screamer Killer, regardless of its fear. So yeah, that was pretty painful right there. Well, I think we can drop maybe the Broodlord, and hopefully the Maliceptor comes out, which I think we could use to kill Tigurius. Well, it's not showing up, so... Alright, what's the next best thing we can do? Ooh, this is rough. I guess we'll drop the Psychophage. Really not a great card in this scenario, but hopefully it can survive for maybe 2 turns. Oh, there's the Maliceptor. Now it's showing up. Well, that's not really all that helpful, honestly, because I guess the Psychophage is just probably going to get shot into oblivion in one single turn from the Astraeus. But better that than losing some of these other guys. I think the Psychers will be the key to victory here. So let's go with a double Psychic whammy against Marnius Calgar. That will take him down, debuffing their Psychic. That's not really going to help me, but they at least lose the Inspiring Presence. But with this thing has Big Game Hunter, so that's going to be able to kill that Psychophage. No problem, except, well, guess what? They're targeting the Maliceptor, so that is unfortunate. The thing can block, let's see, 194 damage, but I think it's still going to get shot to death in maybe 1 turn. We'll see what they go for. They are going ranged, so that's, 286 increased by 75%, and yeah, that's just gone. And then another Big Game Hunter over there. So we just lost the Psionic Blast. That's not good. It's not good at all. Now they have a really huge melee attack charged up, so fortunately for us, we can just start dropping Termagants every turn now at this point. We have so few bodyguards that Termagant is guaranteed to show up. I think we could switch to melee here, actually. And that will... Okay, this is looking pretty good. We'll be able to knock out 2 other bodyguards. That brings Guilliman onto the field with an open lane on the right side. So we can start hitting him from the side. With a Psychic attack, actually. They have no defense against that, since we killed their only Psyker. And, yeah, I think we're in pretty good shape here. We can hold off the Astraeus indefinitely with the Termagants, and can just use our other bodyguards to work down Guilliman. That Psychophage did not stand a chance, I'm afraid. Oh, they actually are saving up the melee, though, so we have to be a little careful here. This could be a little bit scary. We're gonna drop Death Leaper across from Guilliman. It's gonna get inspired by the Inspiring Presence and deal some extra damage with that Furious Charge. Really nice having the Broodlord here at the end. In fact, we almost have enough to take him down with the melee attack, I think. Let's see, 323, very close. And actually, you know what? I think that is enough. Yeah, let's go for it. We're gonna go melee here. And then, yeah, they will be able to kill something. Well, 2 things next turn, but then we can just drop like a Termagant and finish off Guilliman with the lowliest of Tyranid creatures. Just to add insult to injury. That is what we're going to do here. So Termagant over in the center lane. It is getting buffed by the Inspiring Presence for a whopping 48 damage, and then that didn't even end up needing the Abominant. So this was not the most difficult battle. I think the most difficult one was, I think it was 3rd to last. It was, I think, Helbrecht with like 13 bodyguards. That was just really nasty. There were no Lords of War in the deck, but so many just ridiculous, like Inspiring Presence, Shield, Fear, just extremely tanky, with a lot of damage too from Helbrecht's special rules. So that was a very difficult one to get through. But yeah, let me know how this campaign went for you. I hope you were able to make it. If you need any help, feel free to leave a comment. But thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.